Everyone, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel. Welcome back to the stream. We are in Kuwait City, Kuwait. Live time right now. It's about, I'm going to say it's about 1 in the morning in Kuwait. Let's see what it is. Could be that. Yep, 1:01 a.m. January 8th in Kuwait. Doesn't seem right to me though. It's already January 8th here. Should be the 9th. We have it on real time though, so we'll keep it like that. So it's 1:01 in the morning. Got some cool lighting for the downtown area of Kuwait. Just waiting for people to come on in as we just do a little exploration of this great freeware for downtown Kuwait. I'm going to do real time today. I can do it every time because if I did it every time, all of our flights would be near midnight. Kind of mix it up. I don't know about my music selection here. A little East Asian versus a Middle Eastern. We're in Kuwait City. We're going to be flying to Doha, Qatar. Flight 82 of our world tour, Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour. Flying into every country in the world on commercial airliners. We've completed Africa, we've done Portugal, Spain, and I think Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, a few countries here in the Middle East as we make our way over to the airport. Great freeware scenery airport. Won't be able to see it as well at night, but we'll be able to see enough of it. Yeah, there it is. Cool lighting. Great hangars. Whoa, almost got my camera there. Slow the camera down. Don't want the weights. We want... Go away. How do I close this? Close! Oh no. Am I not allowed to close that? Oh. That was really weird. Just slow everything down a little bit more. Got a few planes here on the east apron. We'll probably pass a little of this as we're coming, as we're exiting, but here we got the Kuwait Airways. A beautiful hangar area with some old liveries for Kuwait Airways. Custom jetways and everything. This is all free too. It's all free. Look at those jetways. Those are some nice jetways. Got Etihad. And I believe this is the gate we came in last night. It was either this one. Should have come in this gate. This is actually a Tango 3 Tango, which is where they want us to go. But bigger. Wait. What kind of plane is this? Down there? These planes are all courtesy of Alpha India Group Traffic, AI injection, so it's flight plans. This isn't real time, but populates the airports really nice. I believe that was us right there. A lot of Kuwait Airways. Let's get back to our plane. There it is. Alright, adjust the camera one more time, this drone camera. Just get that rotation speed down. And we're going to call out the jetway. Get everything going. I don't know what it is, why I'm always getting a phone call right when we start a stream. No idea who this is. Alright, let's get inside the plane and get it all set up. Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. I do it. There we go. Turn on the fly pad. I'm just gonna make sure parking brakes set. Flaps and ground spoilers are disarmed. Ignition mode normal. Engine masters off. Throttle is idle. Landing gear down. Anti-skid nose wheel steering on. Wipers are off. And gonna turn up some of the lighting on here. See the great grime and everything. The great texture pack I just downloaded for the A320neo. Let's go up here. Before we do that, turn off our AI radio communications. Otherwise, it'll get pretty annoying. Nav 1, Nav 2, Nav 3. APU engine fire test. Now you can see our alignment for our navigation system is going to be 7 minutes. Hitting the wrong button there. Why can't I turn off the flashlight? There we go. I'll turn these screens just a little bit. I like these stream beats, but a little out of place, I think. Alright, from SimBrief, let's see if I can find a slightly different. I can't organize by album. Alright, so we are Kuwait Airways Flight 619 A320. Let's get our fuel on board. So we need 6,015 kilograms. It'll take us 3 minutes to fuel that. Frame rate just decided to eat it again. Pull up Pack X, start the flight, career mode. Okay, flight time 56 minutes. So we're going to put in an hour 5 just to give our little buffer. In-flight entertainment system. Do not have any of these right here. Just going to start getting those passengers on board.
Kuwait clearance delivery.
Alright, let's get our clearance.
619er ready to copy IFR clearance to Oscar Tango Hotel.
Kuwait 619er is cleared to Oscar Tango Hotel Airport as filed. Take off runway 15 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.3, squawk 0522.
Kuwait 619er cleared to Oscar Tango Hotel Airport as filed. Take off runway 15 left climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure on 125.3, squawk 0522.
Kuwaiti 619er, readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, just throwing some of this information in before 3,500 meters. Alright, ATC not on, still on standby. Let's get into loading up the flight plan. ATSU, AOC menu, NIT NIT data request, Oscar Kilo Bravo Kilo to Oscar Tango Hotel. That is the new airport in Doha. That's why they didn't say the name of the airport. It's just Doha International, I believe, right? No, Hamad International Airport. That is the new one, right? Looks like the bigger one. Hopefully we got the right airport. Go back to the menu, do our weights and balances, and let's start getting the passengers on board. And here, go to our NIT page. Alternate today. How's the little tyke? Yeah, he's good. Currently hanging out with grandma right now. Wife is taking a nap, and he's doing all right. Gotta make sure we're feeding him enough. Where was I? Alright. I wanted to bring up the flight plan for you guys. There it is. Alright, so alternate today is Oscar Mike Alpha Alpha. Flight number 619. Cost index 6. Cruising is 370. Flight level 370. And we're gonna go to our flight plan. Flight plan today, a little bit shorter than last time. First waypoint is gonna be Box Ick. Click on that. We can do Airways. We're gonna go via Bravo 416 to MDOX. MDOX, we're going to go direct to Llano, so we're just going to insert. Kind of interesting why they have that airway anyway, it's just 2 points. So, Llanos. Llanos, we need to go on the airway Papa 708 to VLAM. Airway Zulu 225. Bayan. And that's it. Insert. We're taking off runway 15 left, so departure 15 left. And we do have a departure route. It's going to be Boxic 4F. Don't have a Boxic 4F though. Oh, that was for runway 33, right? Let me see what we can do. Gotta change my runway. Alright, Boxic 14 Echo. Nile Bird. Hey everyone on YouTube. Oh, sorry. Yep, Oscar Tango Hotel should be the correct international airport. It might not show up for our overlay, so I might have to change that to the other one. Let me do that really quick. I believe the other one is Oscar Tango. Is that? What is the other airport right there? Doha International. Because I know that the database for OTBD, that's what it is. So the airport is still used, and it's planned to be refurbished and reopened for the more traffic for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. So what is it? Oscar Tango Bravo Delta. We'll have it go in that, even though that's not exactly the airport we're going to. They're right next door to each other. There we go. 306 nautical miles. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. How are you doing, Adelaide? Doing pretty good. Got my mattress out of my semi-truck today. Barely started the truck up again. Still very cold here. And I want to get into plan mode. Jump through these steps, make sure, again, no discontinuities. Alright. Back in here. What do we need to do next? We need to do our performance page. Performance page. We're gonna look up here. Estimated takeoff weight is 65,500. Close that. Bring up the calculator. $65,500. Center of gravity, we're not sure on yet. How's the fuel coming? Actually, we might be done on fuel. Let me see. Yep, fuel's on board, so we can turn on the seatbelt sign, turn on the strobe lights, nav logo lights. Strobe lights to auto, I mean. You can actually go back to init. Init page 20, fuel weight, center of gravity 38.2. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, that really changes when they put the fuel in. It really pushes to the back. We're loaded, basically. The only way it can be loaded. Fuel planning. What do we have? We have 6.0. Alright, performance page. So we have our calculator. Everything's in. Calculate. So we got 132 for the V1. 133 V rotate. 148 V2. Transition is 13,000 feet. Thrust projection 1004. 1004. 1004 for the engine out. No flex takeoff. Temperature flaps 1 down 2.1. Look at that. Crazy.
Look, we have a passenger that won't listen to us.
Oh! Hey, prayer warriors, where is our little mascot? He's with Grandma while sleeping. Yep. Want to know? Good, thanks. Yeah, sure. Describe your gown. That's cool. Well, we actually just got an issue. Okay, now see with the zero fuel weight, actually what's happening. Let's see, what is the... On here it says 39.71. Now, in-game, or in-sim, keeps changing. Really out of whack. And I think that's actually because I'm actually loading up the weight in in here. See, the payload's changing.
To Luxor Airport as filed. Take off runway 15 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 125 decimal tree.
Oh, actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for that. That's going to change our performance calculations a little bit. We have unruly passenger, it sounds like. So, boarding incident crew response. So here we go, Pack X. We got something cool going on. Let me just put away the calculator for now. I need to move that. It's covering up Pack X. Let's bring up actually the passenger map here. Go back. We got incident status, handling a passenger incident. How do you want to handle it? That noise. Something beeping on the plane. See, everyone's a little frustrated, annoyed, upset. So this passenger's ticking everyone off. This is Harrison Molly, our male, 21 years old. He's all right. Everyone else is looking pretty ticked off in the area. You can see that. What we're gonna do, not very clear what is going on, but let's see. We can report passenger, speak with passenger. Let's speak with passenger first.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Solve it? Oh, looks like it did. Hopefully everyone will get a little happier. So we're just waiting for the passengers to load on. I guess technically I could set up Pack X to load the same speed as this, probably. This is probably realistic speed. Loads from the back. I actually like this because it's going to give us an actual zero fuel weight. It was pretty heavy in the back there because all the back rows were loaded. Now we're loading the front. We'll see where it ends up. Hey everyone on YouTube. Got some eyeballs over there. Don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Your name will pop up there on the top. Overlay latest sub. Little YouTube icon next to it. There are tips. I do have a tip donation page. It is... it's not actually in the one that's in the description is the old one. So let me quickly update that. Stream elements. Thing settings. Alright, here's our page. I'm going to throw that right in there for you guys. There's the tip page. Hey Sasha Broom. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are flying Kuwait to Qatar, flight 82 of the World Tour. Doing live weather right now. So it's about 1:25 in the morning in Kuwait. I just wanted to update that tip thing because we do have that little tip thing on the top that will show your name if you tip. That's all up to you, and that only works if you go to the stream elements one. Alright, back over here. We're waiting for the passengers to come on board. Let's actually do some other things. Predicted wind shear. Lock the cockpit door. We do have our barometric pressure already in 1020. We can double check that here on the fly pad. 1020. IRS aligned. EFIS is on ARC and 10. Flight directors are both on. Let's get the APU. Get the APU going. I always like to jump outside the plane, come back here because we can actually hear the APU and see the exhaust. should have been able to hear that. You can definitely see the exhaust. Alright, baggage is on board. Catering is complete. APU is started. Beautiful freeware airport. I mean, just look at that jetway. Nice custom jetways. A little bit of mirroring action going on. What is this? Fly NAS. The different airplanes parked around the airport is AIG Alpha India Group traffic. Let's see. Adelaide is today. She's wearing a light green short puffed sleeve cotton gown with an emerald green satin sash that is tied into a bow in the back, and the sash is right under my chest due to my pregnancy, which is due in May. Congratulations on that. I would have joined the flight in bed. Maybe next flight. Oh, do you mean like a multiplayer? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing some multiplayer flights. We'll probably do some VFR if we do that, because that'd be really fun to just kind of fly around lower levels. Alright, let's get back in the plane. APU. Turn the bleed on. Look at electrical. We do have APU available. Passengers are all on board, so we can go to our, you can see our zero fuel weight center of gravity is a lot different than I thought it was going to be. Let's get, there you go, 23.47. On nip page 2. Oh, okay, it's already in there. So on the flight calculator, but I'm in bed. Sasha's in bed, so I can't play as it is 1 a.m. Where are you from? Because we are playing live time right now, and it is 1 a.m. over in Kuwait, or 1:30 about. 4:30 p.m. where I'm at in the United States. Performance calculator, that's what I was looking for. Let's get in here. We need to change the zero fuel. Uh-oh, do I have to just refresh? Oh no. Snow. Oh man, now I gotta put all the information back in. Just for the center of gravity. That's why you wait. Alright, 24.1, air conditioning will be on. Runway length is 3,500, I believe. My charts always disappear on me. Right, 3,500. Runway direction is 152. Elevation for the airport is 204. UNH was 3.12. Actually, it's 1020 in pascals. Good. The wind and the temperatures all still there. Calculate. What changed? The flaps. We had down, now we need 1 up, 1.0. Big difference. Flex takeoff temperature 33. Everything else is the same. Maybe 1 up on the trim wheel. For Warrior, I'll be coming and going today, I'm assuming. Mall is busy today. Well, that's all right. Cool. Just cool that you're you got it on and watching when you can, jumping in. All I can ask for. Got 9 eyeballs over on YouTube. That is great. If any of you are also on Twitch, We are streaming on Twitch, and I am 1 follower short of 50, and we're trying to get that average of 3 viewers. We're doing really good over here on YouTube for viewers, so if you're also on Twitch, just pop open the Twitch window. You can watch over there, watch over here. Just have both windows open. That's really cool. If you can do it. Sasha Broom, nope, just check 22:30 p.m. Sorry, mistake. You're a little bit further west. Alright. What were we doing? Got the APUs on. FMS is complete. Let's go back up here. Crew oxygen supply on. Ground control on. Probe window heat is auto. Let's get the fuel pumps on. We have our clearance. Turn off the external power. Disconnect the jetway and the power. And call for the pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
If you're just joining, we are on leg 82 of the Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour. We've done all of Africa. We're now doing a few hops here in the Middle East, and then we're going to be focusing on Europe before going to the new world of the Americas. Flight today is from Kuwait International Airport in Kuwait City, Kuwait, to Hamad International Airport in Doha, Qatar, based on Kuwait Airways Flight 619, flown in the Airbus A320neo, FlyByWire A320nx mod.
Closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback.
Yep, Kuwait was the reason for the Persian Gulf War back in 1991, which basically started the day my brother was born, January 17th, or that night. My parents were watching it on CNN, and that's when he decided to come. Yep, so Kuwait, Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, and that brought the United States and a number of other allies in to force Iraq out, and wildly successful. Alright, beacon light on. Parking brake released.
Please set parking brakes.
No, I want the pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Alright, starting engine 2.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون صدق الله العظيم.
How's that safety brief? Is it too loud or too soft? Do you use landing rate mod? Not sure what mod that is, so no, I don't use a landing rate mod. I do have a little thing that will show us the landing rate when I land, but I don't use a mod to. I don't know what that is referring to. Alright, we're gonna push back to our
حضرات المسافرين الكرام، نود أن ننبهكم إلى أن التدخين ممنوع منعا باتا طوال هذه الرحلة حتى الوصول إلى وجهة السفر النهائية. كذلك نود أن نلفت انتباهكم إلى أن جميع دورات المياه مزودة بجهاز إنذار كاشف للدخان.
Probably should have gone out there and just got on the taxiway. Now I'm going to be behind all these other planes. Well, the decision's been made. We're going this way. Really turned down. I turned down the volume on that safety brief because last time it was a little too loud, I think. Alright, we do have engine 2, engine 1 starting.
في حال انخفاض الضغط الجوي داخل الطائرة عن معدلها الطبيعي سوف تهبط أقنعة الأكسجين تلقائيا. اسحب القناع وضعه على فمك وأنفك.
Sasha, I do use PackX. That's what's on the bottom there. And but I've decided I want to kind of just do the safety briefs. I want to put the video up for you guys, so that's why I'm not just playing it so we can hear it, but we're also playing it so we can see it. So that's just me playing a video through OBS. Alright, who's getting a clearance here?
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, we want to see he's clear. We're going to turn on our runway turn-off lights, taxi lights. Engine is coming up. Once we have the engine, we'll turn off the APU bleed and the APU master. While we're doing that, we're going to check transponder. There we go. Transponder is set in standby mode. TCAS is off right now. Probe Windows heat is auto. I believe that means we just keep it off because that's automatic. We turn it on. Obviously on would be clicking it. Spoilers armed. Step outside the plane here, go flaps 1. Not outside the plane, but yep, Sasha, I do use PackX, that's what I'm using. But I just put the safety brief in this extra thing, just so we can see it. I like to watch the videos too. I think some of the videos are pretty cool and clever. Yes, Sasha, I really want to get on VATSIM. That is going to be one of these days. I need to just do a flight, bite the bullet. I've done a couple, or I've done one where I was on VATSIM and then, but I wasn't like in an area where it was going on, and then I flew into an area and it was kind of like overwhelming. Yeah, VATSIM is definitely the way to go. Alright, we've been taking forever to get going here. That's okay. We do have our flaps. Anti-ice if required, not required. Auto brake is set to max. Don't really need to set it to max, do we? Probably just, we'll set it to max. Nose lights, taxi, runway turn-off lights on, parking brake off, and weather radar. Our taxi clearance.
Kuwait ground, Kuwaiti 619er with Victor ready to taxi IFR. Kuwaiti 619er, taxi to and hold short of runway 15 left via taxiway. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 15 left via taxiway Kuwaiti 619er.
What charts do I use? I use Navigraphs. I get my flight plan from SimBrief. I get all my weights and everything, fuel required, and then I just pull that over into Navigraphs. And we gotta make these turns so we don't flip the other planes. Oh, as I said, gotta make the turn so we don't clip the other planes. I'm using the tiller here in the A320neo. Very hard to see with a flashlight. Let's see. Tiller actually is functional. Not using the rudder pedals. Well, except for not using the rudder pedals, except for doing. Oh my. Alright, we're gonna turn around right here. We have to go to 15 left. We're going to 15 right. Or we're going right, but we need to go to left. Alright, so let's turn around quick. This is why it's always helpful for them to give you the taxi. He just said go via taxiway. I got distracted, went to the wrong runway. So let's turn around. Not a big deal. We're gonna go down Whiskey 1. We'll cut across on Whiskey 14, which turns into Echo 9. Assuming that's just the based on the airport, like whiskey for west and then echo for all the taxiways on one side of the airport are whiskey, all the taxiways on the other are echo, which can be helpful, also a little confusing. Adelaide. Lazore comes from my ancestral homeland of Munster, Ireland, and my family has been in Ireland from 340 AD to 1783. Actually, where am I on here? Oh, I turned too soon. This isn't on the chart. This little taxiway is not on the chart. I'm debating buying, just saw that they just released the updated, like, new signs for European airports, like $40 for that. And then I looked on the website, like all these airport signs, they make them bigger, clearer to read, accurate, so that's the real taxiways and everything. These are pretty okay. I mean, this is a custom airport, so it's pretty good. But it was $40 for Europe, and then I saw that they also had a USA one, which is $40. But if you buy them combined, it's like $42 combo pack. Like, well, why wouldn't you just buy the combo pack? And I'm thinking, it's like, well, what if they come out with Asia and the Middle East and everything, and Africa? Maybe I just want to wait until they do that and get a combo for $40. All those little tweaks, the things that you would expect to just be in game. Let's turn some music back on here. Alright, so we're cruising to the eastern side of the airport to runway 15 left, which is our takeoff. Sorry, I was reading Adelaide's comment. So 1783, they moved to Hawaii, and after the USA humiliated Georgius Tribius Rex Britanniarum. I assume that's the Latin way of saying George III, King George III of Great Britain. Tasha, that is a good one to use. Yep, Navigraphs is very good. Adelaide again, her last name means Great Ring Fort in Irish Gaelic and is originally spelled Liosur. Liosur. Alright, let's make sure we don't miss. Actually, takes us direct to there, right to the runway. Ooh, and we should have stopped back there a little bit. Too far. Cross the stop line. Turn on the co-pilot.
Kuwait Tower, Kuwaiti 619er, ready for departure runway 15 left IFR to Oscar Tango Hotel.
Kuwaiti 619er, QNH, tray 0.12 wind 1, tray 6 at 5. Cleared for takeoff runway 15 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 15 left Kuwaiti 619er.
Sasha says I should watch Captain Canada. I've watched a little bit of him. I tend to watch, right now the big ones I'm watching is 757 Spy on Twitch. I watch Draya on YouTube a lot.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
One I've been watching, I forget what his name is, like Fliggerty on Twitch. He's been doing a VFR tour in the Airbus helicopter, and I think it's the free helicopter. It's right for me to get the helicopter, so I'd like to do something like that, but definitely have to figure out how to fly it before I can. Yep, Captain Canada. He's on YouTube, and he's also over here, also on Twitch, so yep, I've watched a little bit of him. Of course, anyone who's like actually streaming and stuff, they're using VATSIM. I'm like one of the few that doesn't. I need to get on VATSIM. I do, I know, but I really like to use the AI traffic from Alpha India Group because I get all the beautiful planes at these airports, which there's very few people right now flying in Kuwait. In fact, there's no one over here flying in Kuwait in VATSIM. Surprisingly, there's actually some VATSIM coverage, though, right over Qatar. Most of our routes, so we could have been on VATSIM. Dubai's got some action going on right now. But I think these world tours are just going to be kind of non-VATSIM, and then if I do want to do VATSIM, it's going to be like a specific flight. We're going to go there. Alright, we're on the runway. Let's get going. Otherwise, someone else is going to have to go around. Chronometer is on, takeoff config. We got our transponder, TCAS, landing lights. So, let's go. Stabilize 40%. We're going to go flex takeoff. I believe I've seen XP72. Yep, so I watched Draya. I think I've watched a little XP72. See what people are doing, what they're talking about. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Kuwait 619er, contact Kuwait Center on 125.3. Good day.
Alright, so we were cleared to...
125.3 Kuwaiti.
Was it 6,000? Alright, pull thrust back to climb.
619er is passing 1,300
Right there.
feet, climbing 9,000 feet. Speedbird 124 heavy, please expedite your climb 2,000 feet. Kuwaiti 619er, Kuwait Center QNH 30.12 continue as planned. Turkish 869er, please expedite your climb 2,100 feet. Qatari 41 heavy climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Forgot what we were cleared for takeoff.
Speedbird 124 heavy climb.
This is why you write that down. 9,000 feet. Initial climb.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, Qatari 41 heavy. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, Speedbird.
Right now I'm just flying by hand. You don't have to put a lot of inputs in the Airbus. Once you tell it to go a certain way, it'll just keep going there. Let's see. Sorry, Draya. Oh, okay, not best. He gone down a bit. Oh, what do you mean? Like I said, I don't watch people religiously. I don't have time. Yeah, when I'm not, like I'm streaming and setting up for stuff, and then when I'm not, I'm obviously doing a lot of other things. Hopefully, once I'm back at work, I'll watch a little more. Depends on what I want to watch. All right, let's get a wing view. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Turn off our ground lights.
Turkish 869er, please expedite your descent 2,100 feet.
And disarm the ground spoilers.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. IFL while 17.
Adelaide, I am watching and listening to you on my iPad while playing a country-controlled game on my phone. I mean a country-controlled game. What game is that? Sasha Broom, Captain Canada, most better. Jaya is all late for stream. Well, that's how I am. I'm late for my streams all the time, too. Like 30 minutes late or 45 minutes late, but that might just be me. Well, hopefully you can forgive me. I'll try. I'm trying. Well, this week we're gonna figure out. Obviously, next week I'm gonna be starting work again, and my whole schedule is gonna be flipping over. I'm gonna be working nights. I'll try to be more firm on that stream time. Oh, sorry about blinding you guys with the bright lights. amazing the amount of lights in this area. We don't get to go over downtown Kuwait though. Again.
Maintain 17,000 feet. Kuwaiti 619er.
Alright, climb and maintain 17,000 feet. If any of you are also on Twitch, thank you for being over here on YouTube. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do. Hit that notification bell and the like button as well. And if you are on Twitch, if you have a Twitch account too, it'd be really cool if you jumped over there and gave a follow and watched over there right now. I'm trying to get 3 average viewers for the streams. Right now, sadly, we only have one person watching over there, which is kind of strange. Landing lights off, seatbelt signs off. No standard pressure once we get to 13,000 feet. We're going speed going up to 290 knots. The status page. Let's see, do we have a progress here? We're gonna get arrival time 23:48 is 22:53 right now, so just under an hour. Alright, Adelaide is playing Ages of History 2, a game where you be a country and you can do war and stuff. Yep, Ages of History. What else? You got Age of Empires. Lots of different games like that. Ages of History is probably, I want to say it's probably Age of Empires, but it's the mobile version now. Looks very similar. Well, I try to let you guys know when I'm coming. I have all these streams scheduled for 1 o'clock, but then they end up getting pushed back to 3, and then by the time I get on, it's 4. Gotta change baby diapers, a lot of things changing right now. Once I get into a rhythm, I'll have a good set time before or after I get home from work during the week. The only problem with night flights is there's nothing to really see if you're not in areas where there's lighting. Don't really like that camera view. Let's get a passenger view. There we go. Yeah, well, I usually don't watch a ton of his streams, or I just jump in, so I don't know how it is when he starts up. Well, I do know how it starts up, but he usually doesn't say sorry for being late or anything. You're right. I didn't know he was late. Yeah, let's stop talking about Drya. Alright. I know that's something a lot of people have been asking. Well, not a lot of people, but I know some people have said, like, why don't you do some X-Plane? I know a lot of other streamers do that. They bounce between X-Plane and Flight Simulator. The reason I got into Flight Simulator is because, man, ATC is just crazy right now. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. If it is, just let me know. Got a plane coming down below us. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that people are actually waiting to watch my stream. And when people are waiting to watch your stream, you better show up on time. Okay, they're gonna clear us. Clear to 17,000. I don't think we have any limitations. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. I'm always kind of worried if it's just boring me talking. We don't have any limits on the standard instrument departure, so I don't know why they haven't cleared us yet. Hopefully they do soon. Yeah. Let's see which cockpit view I want. I see this one's very good for seeing the flaps. This one right over the engine is very good for kind of seeing the scenery. So let's do that. Now we're gonna start making a little turn to the left. Oh no, not really. Let's see, what is that out there? Al Kiran. Kind of an interesting residential area, it looks like. Probably basically, I'm assuming probably condos and their own personal boat harbors. Weekend's been good. Yesterday had to do a little bit of. Let me try to get up to 37,000 first. And I'll answer that. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow. There'll be one stream. What do I have right now? It's scheduled for 1 o'clock probably, which is impossible. Maybe I don't have a stream though. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't schedule anything for tomorrow. So everything that's scheduled is it's not guaranteed that it's going to be at that time. But I probably will stream tomorrow. I have to see what time the Packers game is. Football. Alright, climb and maintain flight level 270. Got to go to our standard pressure. I don't know if I did that on purpose when I scheduled or not all my streams, but they are scheduled out through next week. But nothing for tomorrow. So potentially what we could do tomorrow, since I didn't schedule anything, any of the world tour flights tomorrow, we could do something different like VFR or maybe even a different game. Maybe do American Truck Simulator if I can get that working again. Yeah, we're still early on in my streaming, trying to get that scheduling when it's a good time. Convincing the family that it's like, well, I set a time, I gotta do it at that time. Why are you just playing your games? Just play your games. Why can't you grow up? I live in the United States. So, right now I'm kind of thinking I want to do like a VFR. I did a few streams ago, a VFR flight. I want to kind of start like San Diego and just kind of work my way across the country. Low and slow. 3,000 to maybe 7,000 feet flying. Obviously, if we hit the mountains, we have to get over it. I'm trying to figure out what plane I want to do that in, though. Like, I flew the King Air a lot, the Beechcraft. But I was intrigued for a while trying to do it like just doing the VOR with the old school radio. And the only plane that does that is the Cessna 152. Yeah, moderators Well, like I said, that's once we get to I haven't kind of gone to that because I don't have a ton of people watching at the same time right now. So I'm not sure how all that whole moderating and all that.
Contact Marine Center on 126.7. Good day. 126.7 for Kuwaiti.
I'm guessing Sasha is from the UK.
Marine Center, Kuwaiti 619er is at flight level 220, climbing flight level 270. Kuwaiti 619er, Marine Center, continue as planned.
Alright, we're in the Bahrain Center now. Ooh, wait. Oh, I did turn off. With Pack X, you don't. With self-loading cargo, maybe Prayer Warriors. I think what I'm gonna do is one of these flights. I don't know if it'll be a world tour flight. One of these flights, I'll pull up. I'll have self-loading cargo pulled up. I'll do that one. Self-loading cargo, you actually can choose to when you want to serve passengers drinks, give them alcoholic beverages, all that stuff, or you can just have it be automated. But you know, it's a little bit more, a few more options than Pack X. Pack X, it's all basically automated. You really don't do much of anything. That's why I kind of like self-loading cargo a little bit more for that. Sometimes, like back in X-Plane, I was looking, I was like, I need some more stuff to do when I'm on these long flights. Sometimes it gets to be too much. Yeah, we could do that. We could do a self-loading cargo flight. It doesn't work perfectly with Flight Simulator. Well, I have to check. Maybe we might actually have announcements. Let's see. Right, so I'm on the self-loading cargo Discord. The guy's name is FPV Steve. He's the guy. It's one guy. It's one guy working on self-loading cargo, not Pack X. Pack X is a different group, TFDI. But self-loading cargo. Let's see. He put out a message on the 2nd. Let's see. Having spent some time planning for 2022 over the break, I've been giving some thought to the future of this Discord server and have decided that while it is fairly useful, it has also become a huge time sink for support and updates as SLC has grown in popularity. Let's see. Okay, so basically this is a little bit of him just saying he's going to do something else other than Discord to keep people apprised of what's going on, because more people don't use Discord for his product than do. Anyway, software updates, major status updates for self-loading cargo will be published on the website latest news section when it's appropriate to do so. That makes sense. Okay, I'm reading a bunch of stuff that doesn't actually matter. This is all stuff just telling you where to look for stuff. I mean, if you're interested in self-loading cargo, it's selfloadingcargo.com. Spelled the normal way, selfloadingcargo.com. Let's see. Next version of the SLC. As we head into 2022, I'm pushing ahead with finalizing the version 1.6 release. Darn, I was hoping that 1.6 released when I wasn't paying attention. There are still tasks to complete, which I spoke about in my post in work progress. We're restarting that work in the week commencing Monday, January 3rd. Once version 1.6 releases, I will be publishing a revised product roadmap. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Because I do like self-loading cargo. Well, yeah, Pack X, you can do cabin announcements. Well, you can do cabin announcements in self-loading cargo, but you can do in Pack X, you can actually do an announcement like right. Oh no, not here. This one, you can actually. I could say something like hello, 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 hello.
Going to 128.1 Qatari 19er heavy.
To 0111, please expedite your climb flight level 290.
Testing 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. wonder if I don't have the setting right. Because what you can do, you can actually... Let me see, let's go to setting.
Javira 111 climb and maintain flight level 310.
There we go, playback voice.
1086 heavy, please expedite your descent 17,000 feet. Qatari 21 heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 180. Climb and maintain flight level 310 Javira 111.
Welcome to the flight today. This is the captain speaking. We are crossing 30,000 feet en route to Doha, Qatar. We should be there in about 25 minutes, so sit back and enjoy your flight today.
Report them in sight. Qatari 21 heavy contact Jeddah Center on 128.1. Good day. Qatari 161 heavy climb and maintain flight level 380. Qatari 1086 heavy, please expedite your
I don't know the sound loud enough.
17,000 feet.
Qatar, we should be there in about 25 minutes, so sit back and enjoy your
Climb
flight
and maintain
today.
flight level 380 Qatari 161.
So there you go, you could hear it. It's weird because that was very low on the recording, and then, but if I turned it up to like 100% there for the cruise sound, it'd be too loud. Because the cruise just talks louder for some reason. That's what you could do. In PAC-X, see landing rates, so they're good in different kind of way. Well, there is, I believe there is landing rate in self-loading cargo. There actually, self-loading cargo has a whole page that grades your flight. It gives you a letter grade, tells you this, that, the other thing. You know, extreme flying conditions. You forgot to turn off your landing lights, all that.
Marine Center Cedar Jet.
Well, there actually is quite a bit more in self-loading cargo.
Climbing flight level 360.
But as I said, it's... One thing I really like about PAC-X is... Let's bring that up again. When you go to the passenger screen, the names are localized. There'll be a good mix of names, but most of the names will be localized to the area. So you've got like names like Hossein Zeta, and a lot of these names look like they'd be from Kuwait or the Middle East.
Above your assigned altitude.
And then a mix of
Flight level 310.
a
Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level
mix of Western names, and occasionally you'll see some Russian names. Like
Heavy, please expedite your descent
this one's
flight
very
level 290.
Turkish.
Etiquette 49er. Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level
That's something self-loading cargo
290.
doesn't have. Passenger names are always very Western. But he is working, that is in the future, he's going to implement that localized languages. So, I've been using PAC-X lately just because it works a little cleaner than self-loading cargo with Flight Simulator right now. You know, you can make yourself, like the localized language thing. I'm not sure how to do that. I have to look into it. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Qatari 69er. Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 290. Etiquette 49er. Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 290.
Now, do you mean in PAC-X or self-loading cargo? Because I know in PAC-X, yeah, I could add names to it. I could add names to the database, but I don't think self-loading cargo has that ability. I'd have to look. I don't know if you can localize it though, but you could probably put in a database with a little bit more. Maybe manually do it each flight. Yeah. Yep, Martinez. That would be my Latin name. Alright, we're getting actually pretty close. Oh, they haven't told us we need to put in... Computer hasn't said we need to put in the approach information yet, but let's do that before we go too far. So I'm not going to print out the metadata, I'm just going to go over here. Easier to see. So our QNH is going to be 1019. Temperature 15 degrees, a little warmer down in Qatar. Winds 310 degrees at 3 knots.
0111, please expedite your descent flight level 310.
And transition altitude 13,000 feet. It looks like the Middle East mostly is 13,000 feet for transition. And then our baro there, that's the minimums for our approach landing. We're going to do ILS for runway 34 right. So if we do get that runway, the minimum is going to be 235. That's what I'm going to go with. So there we go. Yeah, this is the only problem with Alpha India Group is that there's just a lot of the ATC telling them to climb or descend. That's a bug. Still with Flight Simulator itself. You can connect your sim brief to PACX. Do you know what to do that? Because not found out how to do it. Yeah, I know how to connect it to PACX. That's how I get all the flight information in there. I'm not sure if you're asking that. That'd just be right here in the settings. Just putting your sim brief username right there. Everything else. Flight crew voice. Yeah. Alright, so coming up in front of us, I'm thinking that's going to be... Yep, that's going to be right over there is the city of Dammam in Saudi Arabia. Bahrain right there, and then over there is going to be Qatar. We're going to be going on to the far side of it for our landing. And the plan right now is to come in on runway 34 right. But I'm going to grab the chart for the opposite runway just in case I'm not scrambling. They always like to do that. Give it the opposite. Jump back in here, go to radio nav page, and I'm going to put the VOR in. VOR for Hamad is 114.4. Of course, is going to be it's going to be 3.6. That's going to be, I'm putting 3.6 in because that is on the missed approach for this approach. It's climb straight ahead at 2.8 Alpha Zulu Mike. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's out from the ILS. Going to turn right onto course 66 degrees to intercept radial 36. Delta Oscar Hotel. So the radial is going to be 36 out of the VOR. We're going to fly 66 degrees until we intercept that, and then we will turn there, turn to the right, intercept the ARC DME 14.3 miles out, and hold. Hopefully we won't have to do all that, and if we do, I'll kind of make a little bit more sense. I'm getting better and better at reading these charts and understanding how it all works. That's our ILS frequency, and our course for the ILS is 336. That'll fill in on its own, actually. Oh, I hope we can, ATC will communicate with us, because we're spending a lot of time telling all these planes to expedite their descents. We are at cruise. Yep, VATSIM is definitely more real talk. It is definitely the way to go. Finally actually get one of the planes to respond. Like I said, the only problem for me with VATSIM is obviously my inexperience with it. And then it's my inexperience with it, and then also just flying places where there isn't a lot of coverage or traffic right now. Once I get into Europe, it'll be a different story, but in doing that, and then the great thing with VATSIM is you get to see the other planes at those airports if real people are there. If there's no other real people, it's just going to be an empty airport. Yep, Sasha, we are at cruise. Flight level 370. We'll begin our descent soon. Yep, Adelaide, you told me you were making a book. I believe the Titanic was involved. And Hawaii. Alright, we're gonna start our descent at after D-Bend. Waypoint D-Bend, so let's see where we're at. Oh, actually we should be starting our descent right now. There we go. We did get a... It's told to start descending. Perfect. Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I definitely just need to set up a flight where we're just going to go on VATSIM. We're just going to fly doing VATSIM. So, I'm guessing I'm probably going to want to just do some more, like, North American flights in America. Not have to deal with European accents, or, like, the one flight I did, I was flying one of these World Tour flights into Nairobi, Kenya, and I just had VATSIM running. No coverage anywhere. Suddenly the Nairobi control, or Kenya control right there, came on, and had a hard time understanding, you know, catching up with what he was trying to get me to do, but also understanding the accent. And when you're not prepared for that. Yep, we're starting down. Top of descent was between these two waypoints. Once we get to RASD, we should be about, what's it got us at? 30,700 feet. Are you talking about VATSIM? I think you need V pilot. One of the clients. I know there's more people in here watching than Sasha and Adelaide, and thank you for that. If you're just lurking, feel free to comment, say hey. Let us, don't be scared. In the description below, there is a Discord that you guys can sign into where you can suggest routes that you'd like to see, and that'd be a great place for us to talk. And you know, because in the chat you might suggest something, and then I can't go back and see it always and remember it. But if there's like a flight you'd like to see, or if you'd like to, you know, suggest, hey, let's do some VFR flying and let's do it multiplayer on one of the servers. That'd be really fun. It'd be a really fun thing to do, but if we do it over on Discord, it's a lot easier to just keep things organized and planned. If you're on YouTube and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do that. Hit the like button, notification bell, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. You'll get your name up there on the top on the overlay saying that you're the latest sub. We're doing pretty good over here. I think we're on our way to 670 subscribers. If you also have a Twitch account, we are streaming on Twitch, and we need one more follow, and we also need get those average of 3 viewers to get to affiliate status over on Twitch. And if you go over to the Discord, you can also tell me that you want me to play more American Truck Simulator. I know a lot of viewers or a lot of subscribers on my channel subscribe for American Truck Simulator, and I haven't played it in almost a year. That's because I do trucking in real life, but I'm going to be doing a local job soon, starting on the 17th, and so maybe getting into American Truck Simulator to kind of get that itch of driving over the road across the country. But the difference between American Truck Simulator and Flight Simulator is, first of all, light years in terms of scenery and the reality of it. Microsoft Flight Simulator is a 1-to-1 representation. American Truck is a 1-to-20. And it doesn't, I mean, obviously, probably if I was a pilot, I'd be able to tell you that the Flight Simulator flight model isn't that great. Doesn't feel like flying a real plane. Oh, I do know, yeah, I know how to do a vote on stream. I haven't done it because I haven't done one yet because there aren't I haven't had a ton of viewers yet. I think once I'm in double digits on viewers, it will make a vote more interesting, I think. Alright, Adelaide's already subscribed, that's good. Yes, I do know how to do a vote, but I have to think of a good vote too. Alright, we're coming down into Qatar.
Descend and maintain flight level 180 Emirates, 823 heavy.
Should have our seatbelts on. Oh, truck or flight simulator. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't have the. I have to get everything set up in Truck Simulator again. Figure out where the mods are, like the modifications, which ones work together, which ones I want to use. Figure out how to do the live streaming doing that, because the great thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator is I can go. I have 2 screens up, so I have my main screen. That's what you guys are seeing, and that's why it's widescreen, because I have a 21:9 ratio, aspect ratio, widescreen, and then I have a separate screen, and I can just take my mouse cursor and just go right off the screen to that second screen, do all the other stuff off screen there, pull other windows over, and it really works perfectly. With Truck Simulator, with the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator too, you're locked into the one screen, and so I can't get over and click on different things to interact as easily with the streaming. So if I want to mute things or close video, I guess I could put all that stuff on key binds and stuff, but that's what I'm still trying to figure out. I haven't tried to stream with any. Whoa. Frame rate decided to kind of lock up there. Alright, so Qatari is coming in runway 34 left, so we're either going to be going in 34 left or 34 right. So.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Kuwaiti 619er.
Alright, 13. Flight level 130. What did I want to do? Just thinking what I want to do. Oh, I wanted to see if we had. Right. We don't need to put in the star yet. Star is standard terminal arrival route. We're not quite there. Hopefully we'll get an idea which runway. Well, in fact, we can just go. We can put the star in. We can always change the runway. Because it'll take us to the same point. We're going to need to vector to the final anyway. So, go to the flight plan. Now, the risk is always that this could screw everything up. Arrival, ILS, runway 34 right. And the star is Bayou 1 right, or 1 Romeo. Novia. Insert. Okay, good. Did not. It used to screw up. I think they fixed that, fly-by-wire guys. It used to, when you'd put in that star, it would then restart. It'd send you back to some random waypoint, and the plane would start doing a 180. So I'd always have to click the heading mode, controlled heading mode, not managed. Don't really see anything right now. Guess there's just nothing to see over there. It's just the Persian Gulf. Alright. ETE is 5 minutes. It's probably going to take us a little longer than that on the approach, but 5 minutes out from landing in Doha, Qatar on leg 82 of the Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour, where we're flying in to every country in the world on the real commercial flights, trying to fly them in the real liveries, in the real planes as much as we can. Most of the time, though, we're not. If it's a Boeing 737 flight, I have to fly it in the Airbus A320 because there is no 737 for Flight Simulator yet. Not any good ones. There are some junky ones out there. Don't pay for them. Please, don't pay for them. But we are flying Kuwait City to Doha, Qatar. Hopefully I don't kill my frame rate. I have to actually open up my world map. We'll just stay in this view. What is that? Cedar Jet. I think Cedar Jet is Middle East Airlines. Which will be flying. I think from Iraq to Lebanon on Middle East. I don't think I've flown Etihad yet. Not that I can recall. We might have.
Etihad 651, please expedite your climb flight level 380. Qatari 628 heavy, please expedite your climb flight level 370.
That's exactly what I didn't want.
Salon Air 690, 1, please expedite your climb flight level 360.
I wish I could control which window that program would open up on. Which screen. Oh well.
Qatari 614 heavy, please expedite your climb flight level 370.
Alright, making a turn. Looking straight down into the Persian Gulf right now. Opposite side of the plane, looking up into the starry night sky. Real stars where they should be at this exact moment in time. Okay, this is a... Oh, okay. We're taking a really big sweeping right turn. They didn't give us clearance, did they? 7,000 feet. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, descended to 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Kuwaiti 619er.
It's because I didn't hear the co-pilot. Hey Concordia Harris, welcome to the stream. We are just coming in on our approach into Doha. I'm trying to bring up, what am I trying to do here? There we go. Bringing up the nav graphs. It's a little bright for you guys, but see, here's our standard terminal approach. At Bayan, we need to be above 10,000 feet. We will be. We have just crossed the transition. See the airport right there. We actually have two airports right next to each other, so we're gonna have, I think, 3 runways to deal with. And we're currently planned for 3-4 right, so there's gonna be the rightmost runway, right next to the Gulf. What we're doing is a world tour. This is flying into every country in the world via real commercial airlines. Sorry, I'm a little burpy. This is leg 82. We've done all of Africa, setting up to get up into Europe, but we do need to get Qatar here. Just crossed 13,000. That's where we go back to our ground pressure on the barometer. Crossing 11,000 feet. At 10,000, we'll turn on our landing lights. Let's see. Egnug, we need to be between 9,000 and 8,000 feet. Muck said we need to be max 220 knots, 3,000 feet. Back out to our standard terminal approach. Due to interaction with other routes, level restrictions, unless cleared by ATC, must be strictly adhered to. So.
Kuwaiti 619er is at 10,300 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
Kuwaiti 619er, approach QNH 30.06, continuous planned.
I'm the great-granddaughter of Henry and Renee Harris. Henry died, but his wife survived the Titanic. We got quite a few Titanic relatives on my streams. Interesting. Alright, landing lights on. We're going to light ourselves up so everyone can see us as we're coming in. Seatbelt signs are on. Let's arm the spoilers. Alright, you can see we have a restriction, 8,000. The plane actually will not go down below that unless we do a direct to the next point. So all these restrictions are in here. So even if we wanted to get... ATC's technically cleared us to 7,000. Plane won't actually let us go down there beforehand. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slowing down. That way, we don't have to worry about speed. Trying to descend and fight that, because we're already at our restriction. Well, not really. Let's see. Our next one is Sidmu. We need to be above 5,000. And then Muck said we need to be at 3,000, but 220 knots as well. That's why I'm kind of working down to that. I think I have to actually, for Oscar Tango Hotel, which is the new airport right there, you actually have to download that. You need to either get a payware or a freeware for that airport, I think. I don't think it actually is natively in the game. And many databases, like for example for my overlay, that's why I have Oscar Tango Bravo Delta for our rival airport in the overlay. For Benny overlay is that it doesn't it's not in his database yet, and so it wouldn't recognize that we're flying there.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Kuwaiti 619er.
I was named after Concordia was named after the word harmony in Latin. Okay, that's what Concordia means. That makes sense. I'm a flight simmer, infinite flight, and a beginning author. Alright. That's cool. I didn't talk about it this flight, but I always find that Qatar's flag is really interesting because it's like it's a really long flag compared to most flags. Like Switzerland's a square. Most flags, I want to say the aspect ratio of the flags are usually 19:9, almost the same as most of our screens.
Keep speed not above 220 knots. Expect RNAV runway 34 right approach via Mutz transition cleared to Mutz Kuwaiti 619er.
All right, so we got 34. We're going runway 34. We do have a manual move there. Let's see if that's yeah, not allowed. We just need to clear manual. How do I do that? Clear flight plan discontinuity. No. I clear manual. This is why we have. Yeah, there we go.
Kuwaiti 619er descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 180
All right.
knots.
So we are going to
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Keep speed not above 180 knots. Kuwaiti 619er.
Okay, so now we're going to make our turn into the final approach. Gonna go flaps 1. We're actually going to go all the way to flaps 2. Turn on the. Well, it is an RNAV landing, but we'll use the. In real life, they might not even have the ILS turned on. I believe RNAV is just GPS. ILS is actually probably an older way to come in for a landing. Alright, so we're coming on to our final approach. Need to be at 3,000 feet because at 9.4 miles out, right there, 9.4 miles out, that's where we're going to capture the glide slope.
Kuwaiti 619er, you are 16 miles southeast of Oscar Tango Hotel. Contact tower on 118.525 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118.525 Kuwaiti 619er. Tower Kuwaiti 619er, 16 miles southeast, inbound RNAV runway 34 right approach.
I'm just getting an idea of what our exit's going to be. So we're either going to want to exit at Alpha 4 or Alpha 5. We have a couple high speed. There's 3 high speed exits.
Cleared RNAV runway 34 right approach Kuwaiti 619er.
Gonna go low auto. We'll go medium auto brake. We'll manage speed. Or not. I hate managed speed sometimes. Like, what are we doing? Why are we speeding up? Alright, approach speed is 135. 5 knots faster than our landing speed. Same in the Boeing. So there's that's Oscar Tango Bravo Delta. That's originally Dubai International, which has been superseded. It's still used for some military stuff, and it will be refurbished and reopened to handle all the traffic coming in for the World Cup next year or this year. And we're gonna go flaps full. Approach mode. So it should capture it when it gets that diamond. Landing gear down. This is always a cool shot. There we go, you can see the plane is coming down. We've captured the glide slope. should go autopilot 1 and 2. Used to not be able to get both autopilots locked in like that. So, again, the guys at FlyByWire have really made this plane more and more and more realistically functional. Okay, for our missed approach, see, missed approach, we need to be 3,000. Climb straight ahead, climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
2,500.
Tower Qatari 289 are ready for IFR departure runway 34 right. Qatari 289
You can start seeing Doha coming into view. Some nice blue building there. What's that? Alright, we're cleared for landing. Qatari 289 hold short. Traffic is Boeing 737 on the runway. Hopefully he gets off the runway so we don't have to go around. Okay, we have been known to have to do that. Last flight, we actually coming into Kuwait, we should have gone around.
Please prepare for landing.
In reality. Once we get to about 1,000 feet, 750 feet, I'm going to take over and just land it manually. I only use the auto land if the weather's really bad, you need to use it, or right, we're cleared to land runway 34 right, Qatari 619. Wind is really different than what we had planned. Only 3 knots though. Yeah, I only use auto land. I used auto land landing in Jordan a few flights ago, but that was because our frame rate was not good. You don't want to be fighting. Don't want to be fighting the plane doing that. See the smokestacks, I'm assuming from oil refineries, possibly. Good looking approach. I mean, it's just right here on the water. I mean, it's water on all 3 sides. This airport looks like it's all on reclaimed land. So if you're just joining in, we are just about to land at Doha Hamad International Airport, the new international airport in Doha, Qatar, on leg 51 of our World Tour flight.
500.
ATC off.
400.
You can see the little land green right here, so it could do an auto land.
100 above.
We're gonna try to stay centered.
200. Minimum.
Minimums.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Reversers.
Kuwaiti 619er exit runway when able.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doha.
Alright, we're going to take Alpha 4.
2:46 a.m. and it's currently about
We got to take that first high-speed one. Really quick.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a
Kuwaiti 619er, contact ground on 120.225.
overhead bins. Items may have shifted during the flight.
We're going to stop right here coming on to Bravo.
For Kuwaiti 619er.
so we can get our clearance where we need to go. That's Qatar Airlines here, as expected.
Ground Kuwaiti 619er, request taxi to the gate.
Kuwaiti 619er, taxi to gate Echo 3 using taxiway Alpha 4 Echo 4.
Alpha 4
Taxiing
Echo
to
4.
Gate Echo 3 via taxiway Alpha 4
Okay.
Echo 4 Kuwaiti 619er.
What was it? Echo 3? Alright. Turn right there. And turn off the ATC. Now, if you had a co-pilot, they'd be doing all this. I'd be driving. Or vice versa. Clear the flaps. Let's see. All right. So that works out perfectly. We're gonna shut down engine 2. That's our gate right there. Right on the end, Echo 3. Lots of Qatari planes. Now, I don't know how many of these are... I don't think any of these are static. They might be. It could possibly all be a lot of static planes here. I didn't check this airport to see if there were. And I don't know how to edit them out. I always had to do that in X-Plane with world traffic. Edit out the static planes at airports because I want to see real planes that are going to be moving around. Don't forget to turn on the ATC. Or ATC, APU. That should be Echo 3 right there. I don't know if they're going to have a ground marking. See, we got construction also. Guess they're expanding. This is a Concourse E. Guess they're expanding it. Still building it, I guess. It doesn't look like there's any ground marking for it, but this should be Echo 3. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. It'll be depending on when the Packers game is. Last game of the season, before the playoffs. If it's a noon game, then I'll be on probably 4 o'clock, I would think. Probably about the same time this stream started. What happens if you are at the wrong terminal? Nothing happens if I'm at the wrong terminal, really. Not when you're playing offline like I am. If you're in VATSIM, it could cause some issues, but usually even on VATSIM, they just tell you a lot of times, unless they're very busy, they'll just tell you to pick your gate. Right? I didn't look at the charts to see which line I'm supposed to stop at there. All right, parking brake is set. Engine 1 off. APU bleed on. Beacon light off. Runway turn off lights. Taxi lights. Seatbelt signs. Call the jetway. There comes the jetway. Saw the APU exhaust. A nice looking airport. There are some really good freeware airports out there. Here's another one. Yeah, nothing happens if we're at the wrong terminal, and even VATSIM, I don't think anything happens. Because most of the time I've noticed they just kind of let you know which gate you want to go to that gate. Oftentimes because they don't have a ground controller. I think if they have a ground controller, they might do a little bit more simulating. Hey, go to this gate. that's always the struggle if you are on an airport, Microsoft Flight Simulator airport, where it's just not accurate. I'm probably not up far enough. Alright, passengers are deboarding. I wonder if there's... I doubt there's anything in here that I have to do. Maybe. Never seen. Okay, yeah, we don't have to do anything there. Alright, passengers are deboarding. Let's shut down a little bit more. Predicted wind shear off. Chronometer stopped. Let's see, parking brake, APU. We do now have external power, so turn off the APU. Fuel pumps off. Your oxygen supply off. Our nav off. We'll keep it at that while the passengers are deboarding. Go back outside the plane. Beautiful airport. And we'll jump into Volanta. We are the 32nd or 32th person to arrive there today at Qatar. So popular airport. That's because I believe there was some VATSIM going on in this area. Alright. Pretty straightforward flight. No major issues at all. Came in. ATC was really good. One of the few times in-game ATC is pretty good. Landing rate 319, a little harder than I like, but G-force good. Landing speed 1 knot over where we were target. 23:43 for fuel burn. Distance 368 miles. Flight time just under an hour. Nice little short flight there. And uh-oh, what's going on? Alright, there's our map so far. Zoom out. There, so far you can see Africa, Spain, Portugal, some of these outlying islands. And we are over here in the Middle East, so let's zoom in. And there's Qatar. And see the Seychelles, Comoros, I think Comoros, Réunion, some of these islands, French islands. Ascensions. Sao Tome. Cabo Verde. The Canary Islands is where we saw Spain. So that is where we're at. Our next flight, we're going to be flying across the Gulf to Iran, right north of us. That's going to be on Qatar Airways. Right, someone sounds like plane does sound. There is a plane around here starting up. Sounds like. This is a really cool airport. It's got still stuff under construction. I love it. I don't know how many of these planes are static. How many of these planes are actually with the world traffic. We do have a plane taking off, it looks like, over there. Hazreti Abbas, Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. Are we eating turkey? We going to Turkey? We're not going to Turkey yet, but we are going to Turkey eventually. I'm going to speed this camera up. I kind of want to take a look. This airport, really cool to me. Got some Qatar, more Qatar. These might be static. Cargo Lux. I hope they're not static though. This one isn't. Got lights on. Means he's gonna be pushing back. I mean, that's a live plane. We do have looks like a plane that just didn't want to get altitude. Took off and is just skirting across the water. That happens sometimes. What's this area? Turnaround for something. This, I believe, is one of the... What building is this? I always like to see if... Yeah, I couldn't go in there. Some buildings you can go inside, and these freeware modelers have modeled the inside even too. Great control tower. Working on the terminal still. Really good work. Really good work. Let's see if you can go inside. Kind of? Oh, the car parking.
Ground Qatari 8404 heavy requesting pushback.
Qatari 8404 heavy pushback request accepted.
Uh-oh, where are we? Where are we parked? Oh, we're over here. So you can see a lot of these planes, they have lights on. Those planes are the AI traffic. I don't know if they all have to be like that, though. But that's what's going on there. Have a nice day, bro. No problem. We'll fly tomorrow probably at some point. It'll probably be evening, depending on what time the game is at. So let's keep an eye out. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Subscribe for YouTube, and then if you're over on Twitch, or if you're on YouTube and you also have a Twitch account, please watch over there and give a follow. We're 1 follower away from 50. We need 3 average viewers. All right, so next flight we're gonna be flying from here, Qatar, on Qatar Air, up to Iran to not Islamabad, Tehran. So that should be a good flight, and we should fly tomorrow. But if not, we might do VFR. Just have that, and we'll do that Iran flight on Monday. But hope you guys can be there to check it out. Let's finish up this flight on PAC-X. There we go. Satisfied, 92% satisfaction rate. We had that little incident with that passenger at the beginning, right there, non-compliant passenger. I wish that guy was more chilled out earlier. I'll definitely be recommending you at work. Glad World Tour continues to impress. Who was that? What was that guy's name? It was Harrison Mao. He was the guy, non-compliant at the beginning, but we went back, talked to him, and he settled down, and we were able to take off on time. Actually, we were 7 minutes late, but arrival time, 43 seconds early. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Whoa. I kind of wanted to go over... Yeah, let's go over to Qatar. Let's go over to the city. We're just going to cruise over here to the city. See, again, this is some more freeware. And it's night, so you get some night lights, which we won't see tomorrow because we're going to be taking off tomorrow or Monday. We're going to be taking off in the morning. Okay, 8 in the morning. Here's downtown Doha. We got... Oh, as we get closer, the lights actually light up. Well, there. That's kind of weird. I guess we have to do it and then we'll back off. Whoa. I like that. I'm glad I did that because I think now... Well, there you go. There you go. How much of the city's going to light up? I almost want to run over to that other tower over there and see. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's the only problem with some of these lighting enhancements, is that you have to fly over them for them to light up. So if we were back at the airport, we would have been able to see this. Look at that. That is really nice. Doha, Qatar. Flew between a couple of Middle Eastern cities that have nice little cityscapes there. Look at that. That's really cool. And then the reflections on the water.
And hold short of runway 34 right using taxiway Echo Charlie Alpha 2 Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 118.525 when ready.
Get the airport in the background. And let's zip back over the airport and see.
Taxiing hold short runway 34 right using taxiway Echo Charlie
Oh, look at
Alpha
that.
2 Bravo Alpha Qatar 9020
That's nice. I wish they had loaded in. Those lights would load in without having to go over them. You can even see how stuff is loading in still. That is pretty cool. Alright. Enough indulging in the scenery. It looks like it's about supper time. So we're going to sign off for now. Maybe I'll come back later and do a VFR flight or play some Jedi Knight or something. But if not, I will see you tomorrow at some point for a stream. So keep your eye out. And we'll be doing something, either the next World Tour flight or some other flight. Until then, thanks for watching. Take care, happy flying, and I'll see you next time.